on the Q50 with the 3.0T engine, do you have any idea where the metal shards in the engine usually be, or what is it caused from?
It's silver metallic particles here. They're all pretty small and fine, and there's not that many of them considering every bearing in this engine is gone. Oh, yeah, there's no evidence of any prolonged lack of oil for more than just a few seconds and then being spun. I mean, if you look at these bearings, wow, I mean, they're trashed. Like, they are so spun. Like, there's hardly any bearing material left. The bearings are all extruded, if there is. And even like the main bearings here, they're welded to the crank, and we'd have to knock it apart with a chisel. This engine has some interesting oil pump technology. It has a variable displacement oil pump. And the reason why Nissan did this is for fuel economy. They have the oil pump having very little volume at points of low demand, like maybe idle and cruising. This is a pretty elaborate pump, so it must be sort of significant, or I doubt Nissan would have wanted to increase the cost of the car a lot by adding this pump. You know, this pump is also, by the way it's designed, is pretty susceptible to any kind of grit or contamination and jamming. And the pump's not having to pump a lot of oil. There's less friction to turn the pump and less power loss. This makes for better fuel economy. And the way it varies the amount of oil volume is there's a solenoid valve on the side of the block that sends oil pressure to this piston here. And this piston can move the outer ring of the pump in and out, which changes the volume. Like if I put a screwdriver here, you can kind of see how it works to change the volume. Now, when I first took this pump apart, the piston was stuck. And I wasn't sure if it was stuck due to some kind of issue, or was it, you know, like damaged by all the debris that went through it. I'm not sure, but it was stuck. So that means the variable function wasn't working. And it was also stuck to the low volume side of the pumping capacity. So possibly this pump stuck and didn't provide the engine with enough oil to run under load. It could have blown up like that, or I'm not sure if it was stuck due to all the metal and crap going through there. You know, either one's not good. And if the engine was sort of getting damaged, that would surely finish it off. Not sure if it's the pump's fault or just all the crap going through there. But when you look at this pump, not only is the piston sticky, but all the vanes and the cylinders in here are all pretty sanded out. This has got to be a really expensive pump, and that needs to be replaced. The solenoid control valve for the pump, the solenoid control valves for the variable cam timing, the cam timing things on the sprockets themselves, the timing chain tensioner, all that has probably been ruined by all these little particles. So it wasn't a catastrophic failure, but it's going to be a real expensive repair. There was a sudden loss of oil pressure, and all this just happened in a couple of seconds. And it also probably happened in street driving. I'm suspecting that either he heard the knocking, found that the oil level was low and topped off the oil level, or he went to some oil change place and they drained the oil and started it up and forgot to add oil. And then they went, oh crap, and added oil.